We do all the work to open a passageway through the storm, and it just stays open? Typical. You know everyone is just gonna follow us, right? We can't hit it from down here. But I'll bet if we find higher ground, we could take out that winch. You just know there are more lurking about somewhere. Let's find them so we can end this. I should have expected that. I wanted to explore the old walls. Guess this is my reward. I was kinda hoping that was all we needed to do. Looks like we need more. Touch that symbol and see what opens. Or what explodes. How did the wind endure it and into an ancient structure full of magical traps? I don't know that this is any better. Let's just hope that whatever's in that trap doesn't find a way out while we're here. Well, we're not getting out that way unless we find a way to open it up again. There has to be a sigil around here somewhere that controls this bridge. As soon as you verify this is safe, I'll follow. Look at the grandeur of this place. I can't even conceive of how it was all built. Another rock. Are we done collecting ancient refuse? Blue is my favorite color. As far as I'm concerned, it should always be first. Can you feel it? There's power here. We should explore. There are sages here. Maybe someone will finally be able to carry on a decent conversation. Bane outside the old walls. This can't be a good sign. Not even I could sing our way through this storm. We need to find something to help us. If we knew what glyph we needed, I'll bet we could unlock this puzzle. If something is hidden behind a puzzle this complex, you know it's gonna be good. I believe that whoever's in that hole over there wants out. It must have been a mage of the highest training that did this. Such power, such raw energy. It's so exciting. Well now, that was incredibly convenient. I suggest we get out of here, now! Oh, this can't be good. Whatever's on that shelf must be powerful. Let's check it out. What is down there? It doesn't look like it was hit with the same level of destruction as up here. What is that screaming sound? It sounds like it's coming from underneath the lava. It's a pity we can't get down there. Whoa, imagine the power it must have taken to keep this room untouched. I must know how they did it. Ugh, every time we round a corner, there are more walls to block us. Did the sages build this as a maze? Well, this looks cut and dried. Touch that symbol and see what happens. Although I'm sure if there's another barricade, we're not gonna have this easy of a time. Let's look for more of those books. The Bane are attracted to the crystals. Oh my. Now that's not something I'd ever hope to witness in person. Let's just hope he's here for you. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this, Fatebinder. On the one hand, I don't have that terrible helmet on anymore. On the other hand, I have a new one. And about 50 different voices all trying to speak at once. Would you all shut up? I'll get back to you on that. Right now I'm caught in an argument between two voices trying to determine the best way to flay someone. Or rather, the merits of doing it efficiently versus causing the most pain. I now have control of the army that was the bane of my existence for years. Not to mention I am now the head of that army. I can make them do anything I want. This is incredible. I wanted to know what true power was, and now I have it. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Are you afraid I'm gonna ask for your balls on a platter? Oh, that sounds like a good idea. No, it doesn't. That's horrific. Who are you to criticize? I'm just kidding. The craziest thing to cross my mind so far is the overwhelming desire to see someone's head on a pike. You'll have to forgive me if it doesn't seem like I'm always paying attention to you, Fatebinder. It's gonna take a while to get used to this. I hate to say it, but I kinda have a little sympathy for Nerat now. I had no idea what it was like in here. What do you need? By all the lights of the void, what is going on here, and why should I be forced to endure it another second? Fatebinder? Oh, bother. I'm still on Tyranny, aren't I? Alive, even. Though everything is colored by the most horrendous green. The last thing I remember was being pulled into the voices of Nerat. I thought that would be the end of me. But it appears we were both wrong. It would seem I've traded one helmet for another. I suppose time will tell if this is the better end of the deal or not. The things buzzing in my head respond to power. I can tell that much. If they continue to do so, we should get along swimmingly. Must I? Though I don't suppose I have a great deal of choice. If you think it will help, I'll put up with this situation for the time being. Is that monster suggesting what I think it is? I am the last to agree with Nerat, but I don't believe it could retain itself if you did what it's asking. Yes, Fatebinder. I am here, and now you will pay for your treachery. You motherless bastard! What good did that sacrifice do other than give another voice to the chorus? Mark my words, when this whole bloody mess is over, I am through with you. The only thing that brings me solace is the thought of this beast lying dead before me. Let's be done with it. As terrifying as it is being in this body, I now have access to a lot of information that Nerat was hiding. The Archon of Secrets has many more of them than anyone realized. Kairos is coming. An army is already marching on the tiers. They are coming for you. Whatever you have in mind, you'd better do it soon. Every voice in here is talking at once, and all of them are excited about the impending slaughter. If you have a plan, let's get back to the Spire and do something about it. Brought to their knees in the most brutal way possible. The ultimate fate of any who would defy Kairos. Look there, Fatebinder. Atop the wall. Someone takes note of our passing. You monster. She never even knew her family. You can't be serious, Fatebinder. Not when you know what I've told you. Don't ask me to do this. I can't. Not again. Please, do not ask me to do this, Fatebinder. I can't. Not again. Please, I hate you for this. Fatebinder. Is it too much to ask for it to be bright, warm, and safe when we enter these things? Not to be alarmist, but Eldian said that helmet was protecting this town from the Bane. He might want to know it's missing. I thought the old walls were going to be treasure and magic, but it's more like dust, dark, blood, and Bane. Can we go? If I'm not mistaken, he just said all the Bane in this room are about to rush us. I suggest we do what we can to stop that. Such callous disregard for life. This is truly Kairos' world, isn't it? I never realized the people in this town were so horrible to each other. Maybe it would be better to let it be destroyed. I am fading quickly. I need healing. I am not long for this world. If I must, easy as can be. Such a simple task. I'll do it right away. Do I really need to? If you think it will help, I suppose I can do that. Ow! No! That attack didn't work. I will do my best. No one will know I was there. I will stay out of sight. That can't be done. Absolutely not. Let's see if I can do that. No one will see me. Could we do anything else? Hold up. There's something there. Wait a second, I found something. Look there. Do you see that? I will meet you at the Spire. Will we be continuing soon? Is just standing here the plan? I guess Verse isn't as strong as she thinks. The Sage is out. The Water Witch has fallen. There goes the Brute. The walking ring pile has gone down. Our leader is down. Get the Fatebinder back up. Verse's power wasn't enough to save her. The Sage is dead. Ebb has fallen. The Beast has been slain. Barrack has bled out. The Fatebinder is dead. You might want to look at this. What's this over here? This is interesting. A well-placed hit. I always hit the mark. Destroy them! Your death awaits! You have no hope! I don't feel so well. I can't hold another thing. Will we never get a moment's rest? Can we take a break soon? We need a rest. I can't take much more. Follow my lead. I can't move! Would you like to try a duet? Next time, cover your ears. Thank you for listening. Let's try again another time. We can't do that just now. Maybe they'd like to hear a song. Let's sing them a little something. Hit them while they flee! Let's go. There's so much of the world I haven't seen. That's hot! My power grows. If we don't rest now, I will die. Oh, I can't wait to try this out. Such power. Let's put it to use. Don't anger the Archon of Song. I will lead us. Good. Every last one of you can starve and the world will be better for it. Maybe if you didn't force everyone to fight for you, there would be more food to go around. We could probably climb the wall there and get into the courtyard. Tell me, Fatebinder, was this sacrifice worth it? Did condemning another to that horrible fate achieve anything other than resulting in one more death? And that makes it okay? Narad is dead, so that evens out the senseless sacrifice? It's so easy for you, isn't it? I mean, it's not your life you're offering up. A chance? And how did that work out for you? Oh, right, it didn't. Why not just behead someone, or hang them? The end result would have been the same. We've gone way past right and wrong, Fatebinder. What you did was unforgivable. I have been inside that thing's mind. No one deserved what you did. Don't try to excuse yourself. I told you I was through with you, and I mean it. You're just like everyone else. My father, Kairos, Narat, one more monster who puts himself first. Don't try to excuse yourself. I told you I was through with you, and I mean it. You're just like everyone else. My father, Kairos, Narat, one more monster who puts herself first. Don't worry about me. I am quite capable of protecting myself. You taught me well. All I need to do is put my needs before anyone else. Then you have succeeded beyond anyone's wildest expectations. I guess it won't be long until the next monster arrives to destroy you. Being sorry won't erase what you've done here. I can't forgive you for that. Goodbye, Fatebinder. Fatebinder! It is always such a pleasure to speak with you. Fatebinder, it is good to see you. By this point, I've usually been passed off to someone else for more training. Come to torment me further, Fatebinder? Hello, Fatebinder. Well, if it isn't the savior of the tears. What are you gonna ask me to do now? Good day, Fatebinder. Good day, Fatebinder. It's always nice to see you. What do you need? What do you want to know about? I'm not entirely sure what to say. I don't think much of her because I try not to think of her much. Have you seen the way she stares at me? She's got some power in there, that's for sure. And as long as I'm crippled, I will, begrudgingly, mind you, admit she could probably win if we were pitted against each other. The walking ring pile? Let's hope you never have to go anywhere unnoticed. There's nothing particularly wrong with him, I suppose, but he doesn't seem overly bright. I'm jealous of him. I've heard so much about the Vellum Citadel, and he actually got to see it before all the unpleasantness. That bitch? I'd walk her off the spire if I knew I could get away with it. I don't know why you even waste your time with her. Oh, look. Father has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power? Ah, look. Mother has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power? Have you already forgotten me, Fatebinder? Do you remember? You let the disfavored kill my followers. The flock of Sirin. The Archon of Song. If some people want to worship me, is that really such a bad thing? Is Kairos so insecure to worry about a little competition? Look at me. Do you think I seem dangerous? What harm can a 15-year-old girl cause? I'm only a child. Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now, don't disappoint me. You used my flock as chaff for the Scarlet Chorus. You took my people, the followers of Sirin, the Archon of Song. Greetings, worm. You don't know me, little worm? I am Sirin, and my allies have the pleasure of calling me the Archon of Song. I'd say it's annoying, but don't you think it's kind of flattering to have everyone wanting me so desperately? Kairos, the voices of Narat, Tunon. You? Never mind. I'm just feeling a little paranoid. Past guardians have shown themselves to be a little more interested in me than entirely necessary. But now to a more important matter. There is something you can do to assist me. Remove my helmet. Really? Nothing at all? What a disappointment. Not to mention a colossal waste of effort on my part. Probably spreading myself too thin trying to keep them all under my thrall. Why does everyone keep harping on that? Just because I have the power to destroy armies doesn't mean I'm gonna use it. I can't. Not with this stupid helmet on. You address Sirin, the Archon of Song. While the Archons of War and Secrets bicker like a pair of scorpions, I stand apart from their petty squabble and watch with glee as they poison each other. It seems you know your place, at least. I hadn't thought anyone in this forsaken valley had proper manners. Only speak to your superiors when directed to. You will do no such thing. But enough of that talk. What do you think of my followers? Well, look who's here. And what brings you to Lethian's Crossing? I can't imagine it's the scenery or the quaint locals. Have you come to spoil my fun?
Trust me, you manipulative worm. The feeling is mutual. And I find it ironic that you find subterfuge low class, considering how you get inside people's minds and fuck them over.
Oh, don't give me that look, Verse. I'm not gonna pretend to like someone I don't. At least you know where I stand. Subterfuge is so low class. She's rude, violent, base, impatient, and entirely pointless. You should keep much better company, Fatebinder. You asked me what I thought. I can't help it if the facts are painful to swallow. Maybe he's pretty, but wrapped in that getup, who can tell? I'll admit he can handle himself in a fight, but he could use a little more up here.
What was that you said? I couldn't quite hear you.
Although I'm more than happy to give her a try. Are you game, Eb? Think you could take me out? Though I suppose I should watch myself around her. You never know how people will react to a challenge.
I'm sorry, sweetie, I'm confused. Are you offering me a duel or something a little more down and dirty?
Is that a smile? Or is she hoping I let down my guard so she can tear out my throat? Beastmen are too hard to read. Their thoughts are all blood and rending and rutting. I don't hate her, but she has the uncanny ability to make me uncomfortable without knowing exactly why I feel that way. The sheer amount of power lost that day is only dwarfed by the amount of power required to cause the destruction, and the power to stop it. The sages have my respect. And, by extension, Lantry. Although not all sages are necessarily worthy of praise. Some are a little overly fond of excesses, of one kind or another.
I'm not always thinking of killing with rending claws. Sometimes I'm thinking how human packmates are like brood cubs, like hairless first-season whelps. Need cleaning and protecting. Need beast woman.
How kind of you, my lady. It's heartening to hear that someone of your immense station considers a lowly sage like me to be worthy of your attention.
Fatebinder, you'd like to speak again? I'm a little busy with my followers. Don't worry, Fatebinder, I'm just practicing. Oh, stop that, Fatebinder. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. Well, at least not yet. If I wanted him dead, do you really think I'd need your help? If I wanted her dead, do you really think I'd need your help? How sweet of them to try and protect me. Apparently, they don't think I'm as dangerous as you did. I suppose you're gonna tell me I can't go collecting followers again like before. Things never change, do they? The faces are different, but the words keep repeating. The girl has such power. Use her voice, it can bring down realms. Such might in one so young. No one gives a claw about me. I don't know why you would be any different. Everyone wants the same thing. My help, my power, my voice. Oh, Fatebinder. It's not like I was forming an army. And I refuse to take blame for how others respond to me. Besides, who doesn't love having a legion of adoring lackeys? Are you going to disband this group too? Fatebinder. I guess you received my missive. Welcome. Truth be told, I wasn't sure you'd actually come see me. Does it look like he's here to hurt me? Does it look like she's here to hurt me? Not that I mind them trying to protect me, even if they don't really mean it. I suppose you're here to tell me I can't gather another flock? Ugh, not this again. All anyone wants is for me to control myself. Why doesn't anyone want me to let loose? I know. You don't have to answer. Keeping up the act can be a bit tiring at times. I've been the songbird for so long, I've forgotten how to be anything else. Out of hand. Like telling a young woman now how did you put it at Nerat's camp? Blathers on. No, Fatebinder, you needn't worry. I'll keep myself under control. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. At least not yet. Why on earth would you want that? I can't imagine you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Oh, Tunon must have had a hand in this. Or Nerat. Maybe I'd rather stay here where people won't insist on ordering me around all the time. Very funny, Fatebinder. But yes, what were you expecting? You wander by, ask me a question, and insult me for answering. It's not gonna endear you to me. Just watch yourself. I have a long memory. So now I need a babysitter? It was Tunon, wasn't it? Or Nerat? Monsters, both of them. Everyone seems to think I'm gonna go out of control again and kill a whole village. I'm 15. I think I know what I'm doing. Although, you did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from, and you are right. I'm certainly not gonna make any significant advances staying here with a bunch of nobodies worshipping me. Fine. I'll be here if you need me. There are worse situations to be in. Well then, let's go. If you're gonna teach me the wonders of the world, it's not gonna happen here. That was a joke. I have a little more self-control than that. But maybe you're right. Perhaps if you were to allow me to accompany you. You did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from. You'd be able to teach me how to control myself. Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. Are we trading in gossip now, Fatebinder? Or are you collecting information to use against us? I mean, what kind of idiot do you have to be if you can't even take off your armor? It's okay, Barrick. I didn't say anything about anyone important.
If I could get away with it, I'd put a blade inside that pretty little head of yours and twist until your mind was as scrambled as those you invade.
How vivid. Although, I'm not overly happy it was sage magic they used to bind my tongue when I was a child. I can hardly hold him responsible for that. And then it goes from death and blood to love and care, or whatever constitutes love and care to a beast woman, which could very well involve blood and rending and rutting. It's all very confusing. You know what I meant!
Oh, don't worry, dear. You're far too young for me. I like someone with a little wear and tear on them, and not just up here.
Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. We worked together at the Vellum Citadel. You used my voice to subdue those naughty sages who tried to escape. Although, I suppose I should thank you for your help last time we were here. There was something decidedly unpleasant about that group. This one feels much better. Giving my old flock to the chorus means I get to start over. Not that I mind them trying to protect me, even if they don't really mean it. I suppose you're here to tell me I can't gather another flock? Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. Watching you in action could give me the edge I need to unlock a spire of my own. Fine. I will allow you the glorious gift of my presence in your party. Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. I was having a little fun with the Scarlet Chorus and you decided to get involved. To what do I owe this incredible honor, Fatebinder? Is Tunon throwing another one of his tantrums? Threatening everyone if they don't find me? You may call me Sirin, the Archon of Song. I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're no use to me at all. Well then, let's go. If you're gonna teach me the wonders of the world, it's not gonna happen here. Greetings, worm. You don't know me, little worm? I am Sirin, and my degenerate allies have the pleasure of calling me the Archon of Song. Remove my helmet. Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort. I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me. I do, and with great pleasure. There is nothing in Tunon's exhausting law that precludes me from disrespecting his menial servants. Nothing at all. You address Sirin, the Archon of Song. While the archons of war and secrets bicker like a pair of scorpions, I stand aside and watch with glee as they poison each other. You will do no such thing. Have you come to grovel before me? You are not welcome here. Be gone, worm. It seems you know your place, at least. I hadn't thought anyone in this forsaken valley had proper manners. Only speak to your superiors when directed to. Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. You used my flock as chaff for the Scarlet Chorus. You took my people, the followers of Sirin, the Archon of Song. Have you already forgotten me, Fatebinder? Do you remember? You let the disfavored kill my followers, the flock of Sirin, the Archon of Song. Oh, look. Father has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power? Oh, look. Mother has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power? If some people started worshipping me, is that really such a bad thing? Is Kairos really so insecure to worry about a little competition? But Narat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he? I can't be expected to keep track of all his comings and goings, his plans and secret meetings, his betrayals. Going so soon? Once again, the worm dares to defy the songbird. Don't worry, little worm. One day the bird will get her prey. You idiot! That's your helmet, not mine! I must say, I'm incredibly impressed with the quality of underlings you've got there, Worm. Do I look like I can hurt him? Do I look like I can hurt her? These good people aren't here for my protection. Apparently I'm dangerous. But I guess you already knew that. Can't have me collecting followers again like I did in Lethian's Crossing, can we? If I wanted him dead, do you think your swords could stop me? If I wanted her dead, do you think your swords could stop me? I guess they don't want a repeat of Lethian's Crossing because they're not protecting me. They're protecting. Look at me! Do you think I seem dangerous? What harm can a 15-year-old girl cause? I'm only a child. So, Tunon's Fatebinder in the middle of a battlefield. Kairos must be desperate. You were sent to shame Ash and Narat into action, weren't you? Things never change, do they? The faces are different, but the words keep repeating. The girl has such power. Use her voice, it can bring down realms. Such might in one so young. No one gives a claw about me. I don't know why you would be any different. Everyone wants the same thing. My help, my power, my voice. And you are Tunon's Fatebinder. What brings you here to the middle of the battlefield? Did Kairos send you to shame Ash and Narat into action? Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me. You haven't heard? Now, I find that fascinating. A representative of Kairos sent to deal with the Archons, and you weren't told the whole story. How scandalous. Now, you didn't hear this from me, but since you were kind enough to give me that gift at the Vellum Citadel, I'll tell you a little bit more. You may call me Sirin, the Archon of Song. I've been privy to more delicate matters in the last 5 years than you've had your entire career binding fates. I'm well-versed with political intricacies. Absolutely fascinating. Do you always resort to taunts or name-calling when presented with a threat to your authority? Do you feel powerful and in charge now? I'm 15. What's your excuse? I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder. Honestly, what passes for guards these days, right? Not anything like the disfavored guards you gave me. It's a shame they died the way they did. Oh well, life in Kairos' employ is dangerous. At least, it is for most people. I'm quite capable of taking care of myself. Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. We worked together at the Vellum Citadel. You used my voice to subdue those naughty sages who tried to escape your edict. These good people aren't for my protection. Apparently, I'm dangerous. But I guess you already knew that. The disfavored are very close with one another. If one is lost, it's practically like losing a family member. Can you imagine how Ash feels after losing a handful of his men? Now, you didn't hear this from me, but since you were kind enough to give me that gift at the Vellum Citadel, I'll tell you a little bit more. Ash's son is dead, and no one knows what happened. At least they're not saying anything. There are rumors and accusations, but all it amounts to is dogs chasing their own tails. No wonder he's distraught. I think it's strange that the real fighting in Vendrian's Well only started recently. A couple of weeks at most. Almost like someone authorized a truce with the Oathbreakers or something. Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. I was having a little fun with the Scarlet Chorus and you decided to get involved. It is you who dares, vile one. It is you who speaks out of turn. Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back, if only to distract him from his problem.
Say